I'm Jennifer Hedgerow for TSN's Shire Edition, and this has been the weekly All Farthings News Roundup. Come back next week for more scandalous gossip about empty larders, nasty adventures, and titillating infidelities. And now, in blood sports news, here's Doug Butterbur coming to us live from Bree-Town. Thanks, Jen. In local news, talent scouts from the new Blood Bowl team Eleventy-Two Hobbits have arrived in Bree-Town to look for potential new players. And as you know, Jen, Bree has a mixed human and hobbit population, many of whom frequent our famous Prancing Pony Tavern. And, of course, the fact that my cousin Barleyman owns the tavern has absolutely nothing to do with me mentioning it on TSN's most popular segment. In any case, we're here live outside the Prancing Pony, where Eleventy-Two Hobbits have been getting drunk hobbits to sign player contracts that no one sober would ever consider. And this is not even the most astonishing news we can share with our viewers today. The shocking truth is about who these new recruits are, Jen. Barnabas Took, one of the Shire's wealthiest hobbits, from the great Smeals of Tookland in West Farthing. No one knows what would motivate a hobbit who has everything to participate in Blood Bowl, but local tongues are certainly wagging. But this is not even the most shocking news, Jen. Drogo Baggins, son of Fosco Baggins, has come back from the dead. We all heard that story of how Drogo once went boating with his wife Primula Brandybuck and was reputed to have drowned in the Brandywine River along with his wife, leaving poor Frodo Baggins an orphan. Yet here he is, out of the Blue Mountains, as they say, the newest recruit to Eleventy-Two Hobbits player roster. The current team roster for Eleventy-Two Hobbits now has 12 hobbits and 2 talking trees. Don't you mean Ents, Doug? Yes, Ents, my mistake, but as you know, Jen, Fenris Leadfoot and Samwise Magoo are out of commission due to injuries suffered in their first match against the undead. These two legends are currently enjoying their downtime with some half-pints and sultry Bloodweiser babes in the Prancing Pony. Meanwhile, the rest of the players are preparing for their upcoming match against the Orc team, the Deaf Decimators, by eating second breakfast twice. The Orc team is going to be a real challenge for Eleventy-Two Hobbits, Jen. They've even got a goblin named Shimlet, who is meaner and uglier than a hobbit, but otherwise far superior in both speed and armor. This may be hard for our hobbit viewers to hear, Jen, but goblins have more talent, pound for pound, than hobbits, if we're really going to be honest about so-called stunties. The Orcs also have an actual quarterback, Jen, a thrower named Glurak, hailing from the Misty Mountains. And he knows how to pick up the ball and even how to pass it, something the hobbits have yet to master. And this particular Glurak is rumored to have learned his craft the way most orcs do, using hobbit skulls instead of regulation Blood Bowl balls. The Deaf Decimators have 4 unskilled Uruk-hai, or Black Orcs, to watch out for as well. They're not particularly good at anything, but they are twice as strong as any hobbit. But even more worrisome than the Uruk-hai are the 4 Blitzers, who have actually been trained to hit and be hit. 11-2 Hobbits can look forward to being pummeled by the Orc Blitzers even more than the Barrow Wights in their last match. And let's not forget the immortal words of the great Gondorian warrior Boromir.
They have a cave troll.
And they do indeed have a cave troll, one astoundingly stupid troll named Slothpuke, recruited in the hill country of Rhudaur, not 5 leagues from Rivendell. Fortunately for our hobbit heroes, Slothpuke is almost as likely to snack on his own team's goblin as he is to smash a hobbit into jelly. And the match is about to begin. If you've yet to make your Deadpool picks to wager on which players will be permanently maimed or killed in the upcoming match, it's not too late to get to your nearest bookie. In Bree-Town, speak to Bill Fernie for all match bets, and incidentally, Mr. Fernie supposedly has a pony for sale. Only 12 silver pennies.
Everybody ready? The match is about to start.
Well, the blocking dice are warmed up and ready to be rolled. Let's get this show on the pitch. Welcome back, sports fans. Oh, what's this? Budweiser. Well, some people like it. Orcs are hard, brutal opponents who can also handle the ball.
You gotta be smarter or stronger. That's the way to beat the greenskins.
2 hours later.
But it's okay. Some say it's perfect for playing Blood Bowl in. I call it dumb.
It's a bad kick by the Orcs, and we've got a touchback. The 11-2 Hobbits coach gives the ball to Barnabas Took in his first ever match.
Ball is secure. Can the other team steal it away?
A surprisingly hasty but foolish decision to use a team reroll, but Old Man Willow's anger management deficit has long been understood by the hobbits of Buckland.
You wearing perfume, Jim?
No, it's a scent. Very different from perfume, Bob. You like it? It's called Rotting Cadaver by Tommy Hilfiger. They're getting up close and personal, Bob.
You need to be close. So close they can smell your breath and see the dead insects in your teeth. That's it. Get in their face.
And here's a surprising play. The Orc quarterback Glurak is so bloodthirsty he's making the blitz himself instead of the blitzers.
With fists flailing, he's following up, hoping to get the knockdown next time.
Old Man Willow itching to make a blitz and bring some pain to the Orc thrower Glurak for trying to hurt his small little friend Bungo Burrows. But oh no, if he doesn't want to take root for the rest of the half and lose his blitz, he's going to have to use a team reroll. But it was a good choice. He clobbers the quarterback.
With arms like crossbows, there was only going to be one result in that spat.
It's gonna be a tricky dodge to safety for Lotho Sackville Baggins. Can he make it?
That plays contagious today.
And he does sneak through the Orc line, and he's going upfield. He thinks he's going to get a pass. But let's face it, no one is ever going to throw the ball to him.
Moved right next to a teammate.
And here comes the blitz on poor Dildo Brandybuck.
Oh, very close. The fight is about to happen.
And it's back over to 11-2 Hobbits. Can they move the ball up the field?
You know, I may actually say something witty and insightful soon. I'm just waiting for the players and the coach to do something. Anything! Please, just be interesting. Sometimes the... Not this time, though. expect to see that on Failtome very shortly.
An unfortunate turnover for 11-2 Hobbits, leaving Lotho Sackville Baggins alone and vulnerable in the Orcs' wide zone.
He'll get an assist now. Puss.
Sloth Puke the Cave Troll demonstrating his legendary stupidity by just standing there scratching his putrid scrotum. Number 3, Fatty Maggot narrowly avoiding a beatdown by Grova, the Orc Blitzer. But number 9, Lotho Sackville Baggins, is hit hard and taken off his hairy feet. It's back over to the Hobbits, and number 6, Bungo Burrows, gets back on his feet and goes in for the assist. Old Man Willow now has a decisive advantage over the thrower Glurok, but he's not as skilled as Glurok and can't take him down. For all their strength, these Ents cannot seem to break the Orcish armor. They're going to have to turn that around if 11-2 Hobbits want to impress the Orcs' own fanbase.
A great game so far. We seem to be having a little dull moment, but it'll pick up any second now, I promise.
This formation gives them a safe progression. It's going to be hard to make them lose the ball.
Fast and impossible to tackle. The fans will love it.
Number 1 on the Orc team, Shimlet the Goblin, goes in for an assist against number 4, Dildo Brandybuck. Not that anyone actually needs an assist to take down a Hobbit, mind you.
The players arrive to assist their teammate.
For some reason, the Orcs think they need to shadow Lotho Sackville Baggins with a Troll, a Black Orc, and a Blitzer. Hard to say who's more deluded that Lotho might actually get the ball. Them or Lotho? Number 4, Dildo Brandybuck, taken off his feet. And we're back over to the Hobbits. Let's see what they can do. Number 3, Fatty Maggot, going in for an assist.
The more the merrier.
Old Man Willow once again trying to lay down some pain on the orc thrower. And once again, unable to follow through.
Come on, guys. Team spirit is the key. Well, except for me, obviously.
Number 1, Rootbeer the Ant manages to topple and stun Morglum, the Uruk-hai Black Orc. But there's not a lot of room for the hobbits to advance up the field with the ball. Where are they going to go? Number 13, Barnabas Took makes a lateral move into the wide zone, using Old Man Willow for cover. Dildo Brandybuck gets back up on his feet and tries to scamper for cover, and he makes it. Nimrod Maggot dodges and moves deeper into the right field, going for the end zone, hoping to make a distraction.
Agents.
Tasty.
Lotho Sackville Baggins, trying to avoid annihilation, tries to break free, fails, is tripped up by the orcs, causing a turnover. Back over to the orc team.
He's coming to help his buddy. That's gonna hurt. Haha, here's some friends.
This is going to be decisive. Surrounded by adversaries like that, I hope he knows what he's doing.
It's back over to the hobbits, and number 3, Fatty Maggot, gets back up on his feet to provide an assist. And Old Man Willow makes yet another hit on Gluruk the Thrower, this time knocking him off his feet.
One more step in.
Barnabas Took, still carrying the ball, seizes the opportunity to run up into the wide zone, the first solid advance of the match. Rootbeer the Ant lumbers into position to guard the ball carrier.
That's a solid formation. I want to see the opposing team have a go at the ball now.
Number 4, Dildo Brandybuck tries to get up and scamper to safety, but gets tripped up and manages to stun himself. Grova, the Orc Blitzer, lays a hit on number 10, Tube Carrot. Grofang, the Blitzer, pummels number 3, Fatty Maggot. But it's back over to Eleventy-Two Hobbits. They've got 2 turns to score in the first half. Can they do it? A risky move, starting with a blitz from an Ent. But here goes Root Beer, smashing into one of the Orc Blitzers. And unfortunately, that's just a push, unless Root Beer uses a team reroll. A risky reroll to make, but it pays off. Root Beer smashes Rotlak, the Blitzer.
Reminds me of the famous story of Nurgling and the Great Unclean. But this time, no miracles.
And Barnabas Took with the ball runs up the sideline. So close to a touchdown, his stomach is growling.
And they're looking hungry.
Mandrake Proudfoot tries to dodge to safety and injures himself in the process. It's early game. There is no way the coach will authorize the use of an apothecary, and it is a turnover. Fatty Maggot with assists from Shimlet the Goblin and a Black Orc. This looks like it's gonna hurt.
Fans are more dangerous than players.
Luckily for Fatty, it just takes him off his feet. And a light hit on Nimrod Maggot by Grofang the Blitzer. Nimrod stays on his feet. Back over to the Hobbits. Can Old Man Willow restrain himself long enough to let Barnabas Took score a touchdown? Of course he cannot. The temptation to harm others is too great.
That's quite a mismatch, Bob.
I know. That weedy fella's gonna get splatted. Oh, I'm excited.
The fans seem a little rabid tonight. I hope they leave a few bits of the player out.
And here goes Barnabas Took with the ball straight into the end zone for an unopposed touchdown, the first point of the match.
Touchdown! Halftime just around the corner. The game is getting interesting.
And it's gone! The match is launched for real. That's a holding maneuver, if ever I saw one.
The more the merrier.
And it didn't come off.
Eleventy-Two Hobbits have made it to the second half with only one serious injury, which is considered an optimal outcome for any Hobbit
Gotta
team.
keep possession of the ball and not lose it. A strike back would be terrible.
Two hours later.
Yeah, smells like a good old-fashioned fight. The Goblins got the ball. This should be good for a laugh. Because two big guys is always better than one.
On the scrimmage line, Sloth Puke the Cave Troll slams into Rootbeer and knocks the Ent down, but is unable to damage his bark skin.
That player's a real wall.
A risky gambit to start the Hobbit turn with a blitz from an Ent, but Rootbeer is an angry oak.
There's nothing better than hitting.
And Nuffle is an angry god. Double skulls and then double both down. The Ent takes himself out of the picture. And of course, it's a turnover for the Hobbits. Precisely the reason the coach always tells the Ents not to be hasty. Rotfak, the Orc Blitzer, making a very aggressive blitz against the other Ent, Hjorn, Old Man Willow. But luck is with the Orcs in the opening of the second half. And Old Man Willow is toppled. Both trees are down and the Hobbits are in serious trouble.
It paid off.
And now, a vicious hit from Glurak the Orc Thrower on number 9, Lotho Sackville Baggins. He is taken off the field. Shimlet the Goblin, carrying the ball, sees an opening and runs straight into the Hobbit zone, past the carnage on the scrimmage line. Unfortunately for the Hobbits, this opening offensive by the Orcs is not over. Galmas, the Uruk-hai Black Orc, body checks Gorbadoc Sackville into oblivion.
One of those fists either. Ouch. Must really hurt.
And it's back over to Eleventy-Two Hobbits, but it's gonna be hard to recover from that onslaught. Both ents are down. Hjorn! There's another Hobbit in the infirmary and one unconscious on the sidelines. The Orcs have the ball in the Hobbit zone and it's well protected. Can Eleventy-Two Hobbits stop the Orcs from scoring and turn this devastating half around? Old Man Willow, back on his feet, wisely deciding not to start the Hobbit's turn with another blitz.
The player is meant to be good. Sorry.
Not much of a recovery there, folks. The Hobbits have suffered another turnover. The Orcs are in a position now to steamroll the Hobbits even further and move the ball even closer to the end zone. And here they go, Shimlet the Goblin running the ball towards the Hobbit's end zone. Ugroth, the Black Orc, giving him some cover.
They're building a cage around the ball here. It's a solid tactic.
Grova, the Orc Blitzer, pounds Dildo Brandybuck,
We may see that player later.
taking him right off the field, knocking him unconscious. And the Orcs have Old Man Willow completely surrounded, and it is Glurak the Thrower who makes the hit, bringing down the ant. Hjorn! Once again.
Now that was a very risky block. It paid off.
And it's back over to Eleventy-Two Hobbits. Only the third turn of the second half, but it's starting to look hopeless for the Hobbits. Hopeless might be a redundant description when talking about Hobbit chances in Blood Bowl, but let's see what our fat little friends can do. Number 6, Bungo Burrows, trying to put some pressure on the Orc cage, gets right up into the face of one of the Uruk guards.
Smells like a good old-fashioned fight.
And number 14, Drogo Baggins, makes his franchise debut, trying to dodge out of the way of one Orc Blitzer to bring some additional pressure to bear on the Orc cage. Number 8, Nimrod Maggot, contemplating the most desperate of actions. Surely not even a Maggot brother would be that stupid. Fortunately, he opts for a slightly less risky maneuver.
Moved right next to a teammate.
And number 10, Tube Carrot, manages to dodge away and come up for an assist, giving number 3, Fatty Maggot, an actual chance to make a hit against an Orc Blitzer. But it's a soft touch. Does he use a team reroll? He does. Oh. fatty maggot takes himself out, causing another turnover for Eleventy-Two Hobbits.
6.5 hours later.
The Orc team ran out their entire clock arguing about which hobbits to maim and whether or not they're good eating. And the refs don't seem to care. They're letting them take as long as they want. And they've even stopped the clock. With the refs completely ignoring the clock, Ugroth the Black Orc lays out Bungo Burrows. And the field is completely open for Shimlet the Goblin to run the ball in, but the Orcs are ignoring the ball and choosing violence instead. But it's a turnover for the Orcs, and the Goblin is relatively unprotected for the first time ever. Can Eleventy-Two Hobbits take down the Goblin ball carrier and stop the Orcs from scoring? Bungo Burrows stands up and calls the Uruk-hai an elf lover.
Jim, did you know that some cheerleaders get paid more than the players?
Is that a fact, Bob? Why?
Well, it's a question of what the fans are looking at. And who would you rather look at?
And number 14 Drogo Baggins goes in for the blitz against Shimlet the Goblin and takes him down. The ball is scattered.
Not far from the end zone.
Unfortunately for the Hobbits, the ball lands right next to a Black Orc. Old Man Willow gets back up on his feet, or roots, I guess, trying to keep 5 Orc players occupied. Rootbeer the Ent crashes a limb onto Sloth Puke the Cave Troll, taking him down. And number 13, Barnabas Took, gets up. He dodges to try to grab the ball in the shadow of the Black Orc, and he picks up the ball. The fans go wild, but number 13 is not done yet. He dodges into another Black Orc's tackle zone and out again, using Drogo Baggins as cover. What an end to the Hobbit's turn. But the Orcs are far from done. Varag, the Black Orc, charges our intrepid ball carrier Barnabas Took in a blind rage. But the Black Orc's not as skilled as a blitzer, pushing Barnabas Took back and into the range of another Black Orc. Unfortunately, this one pounds the Hobbit ball carrier into the dirt. Barnabas Took is stunned on the field and the ball goes wide. And with assists from 4 other Orcs, Glurak, the thrower, takes Old Man Willow off of his feet, or his roots, again. But it's back over to Eleventy-Two Hobbits, and the ball is lying in the Hobbit end zone. Number 6, Bungo Burrows, rushes to grab the ball.
Oh, the ball has been lost.
He manages to keep it in his hands with the use of a team reroll. But does he stay in the end zone? No, he's pushing it. He goes for it. and he comes up the wide zone, hoping to get some cover from his fellow hobbits. Number 10, Tube Carrot, runs back to provide some cover. And number 14, Drogo Baggins, trying to dodge away from a black orc. He makes it, and a little hobbit cage is starting to form around the ball carrier.
Hard to make him lose the ball.
And number 8, Nimrod Maggot, decides to do an unassisted blitz against Shimlet the Goblin, and he takes him down. The Goblin is KO'd.
Watch out. They're murderous little beasts.
And Nimrod continues with his blitz momentum to bring more cover to the left field. Number 3, Fatty Maggot, follows suit, breaking free from a black orc to help create a perimeter of defense for the Hobbit's ball carrier. And number 1, Root Beer the Ent, tries to lay a hit on one of the orc blitzers, but he takes root, deciding, I guess, that he's had enough of mobility. From here on, he's going to pose very little threat to any orcs unless they're stupid enough to come within his reach. Old Man Willow tries to stand up and fails. And that looks like the end of the Hobbit's turn. The Hobbits can't possibly score with only 3 turns left in the game, but they can certainly prevent the Orcs from tying up the match. This has been a surprising turn of events, given how the second half began. But the Orcs still have plenty of time left to murder Hobbits if they set their minds to it.
Gone into the opponent's tackle zone. Should be good. That's it. Get in their face. The attacker smells weakness.
Old Man Willow tries to stand up again and fails. Looks like the Ents are not going to be much help for the rest of this half. The Hobbits have managed to move the ball up the sideline and form something of a cage around the ball carrier. And now Nimrod Maggot here dodges away from one of the blitzers, completing more of the cage.
Let's see the player get out of that one, Bob. He's sprinting. Let's hope it's going to be okay. Now that's a holding maneuver, if ever I saw one.
He's coming to help his buddy. That's gonna hurt.
The orc thrower making a blitz charge against Fatty Maggot.
The assist gonna be enough to come out
Sends the hobbit flying back and to the left, back and to the left. Fatty Maggot is injured. Oh no. It looks like his knee has been smashed and it's never going to heal properly. And of course, with 2 turns still left in the match, the coach refuses to send in the apothecary. Poor Fatty Maggot, he's cheaper to replace than to heal. Old Man Willow gets back up off the ground. And surprisingly, the ant Hjorn pushes it twice. He wants blood. Bungo Burrows with the ball makes a lateral cut into center field, hoping to use Old Man Willow as cover.
The player remains very quiet. He may not be noticed.
one thing that Halflings know how to do, it's avoid a blow. They're building a cage around the ball here. It's a solid tactic.
Rotfak the Blitzer making the blitz against number 8, Nimrod Maggot. Oh, and it's just a push. Even the Hobbit fans were disappointed there that there was no blood. Back over to 11-2 Hobbits for the last turn of the match. And what's this? Old Man Willow is attempting to toss the ball carrier. What a pass! Bungo Burrows stays on his feet, still carrying the ball. And he's making a break upfield as far as his little legs will take him.
The teams are backed by the powerful Greater Clans, so you have Clan Skyreteens, Clan Eshenton, and so on.
You lost me after long. Don't talk to me for the next few downs.
So what are your closing thoughts on this game, Bob?
Well, it wasn't the greatest match I've seen, Jim. Neither was it the worst. This game is heading for mid-table obscurity in the history of the sport. Did you know, back in 2479, the experiment to use balls made of granite was not a success?
Well, it's a sad day for the inseparable Maggot brothers. It looks like the ruthless, cutthroat Blood Bowl world is putting an end to Fatty Maggot, firing his ass for having the bad luck to get himself injured. And that concludes Game 2 of the Eleventy-Two Hobbits NAF career. They turned a bleak second half into their advantage and kept the Orcs from scoring. Looks like the next game will be facing off against an Amazon team, but that will be broadcast on Cabal Vision at a later date. Until then, Hobbit fans, remember, 7 full meals a day keeps Snuffle away.